And in one moment, all together at the same time, embrace the impression of full space that your body takes. Within the space, please notice the change that your breath provides as you inhale. And as you exhale, perhaps with a sigh, completely letting go any tension, any importance. With each next inhalation, recognize the motion that your ribs are making from the bottom through the middle to the top. Just explore. It's okay if there is some numbness. Just pay attention whether you feel the movement in your rib cage on any level, or does it feel more free at any level. Notice the capacity that each inhale gives you. So how far are your ribs elevated? How much more space enters into your rib cage? And with each exhalation, the same. Notice as your ribs are moving down. Notice if on every level you sense it evenly, or at any level you feel more mobility. Compare the front towards the back. Feel how your ribs are attached to your sternum in the front. Try to recognize the sensation of ribs attaching to each vertebra in the back. And perhaps also recognize the feeling of your spine, the full spinal cord gaining the space with every inhalation. A little decompression between each vertebra. And perhaps a feeling of lengthening, like your head moves constantly up when you inhale. Don't force anything, just if that happens, it happens. If you feel it, you feel it. No pressure. And let's make one more soft inhalation into the nose. And then exhale as you please with a sigh or just relaxing. And with the coming inhalation, let's count to 5. If that would be too challenging, you're welcome to shorten your inhale. Most important, you don't force anything. Then hold your breath after inhale for the same amount of counts. Let's say for 5, or maybe 3, or even 2 or 4. Adjust it to yourself, and then exhale twice longer. If in the first round twice longer will be too long, then maybe at least 2 counts longer. Okay, no forcing. This all needs to be, let's say, 75% of your effort. It should feel good, should feel easy. So for the next 3 breath cycles, keep doing it, keep counting. Perhaps adjust it to yourself. How long is your inhalation? Otherwise to 5. Hold the breath just to acknowledge the extension in your ribcage, this pleasant extension for 360, and then exhale softly, very relaxing. Twice longer, or at least 2 counts longer. As we exhale longer than we inhale, we literally switch our nerve system to the restorative mode. So you're gonna start feeling safe, calm, and restoring. Let's do 2 more cycles. As we inhale, just acknowledge the moment when you feel the soft satisfaction. Not too much, not too less. This full extension every direction, joy of full pleasant inhale. Hold the pause, let your system upload that feeling. Just be there, just be present, just observe. And as you exhale, just tell yourself to relax at most, and then you will actually notice that with no effort, your exhalation becomes twice or maybe even more than that longer. Let's do one more. Keep adjusting the rhythm of the practice to yourself. There is no must to do it in certain pattern. The most important rhythm is, As you inhale, recognizing the pleasure of satisfaction, the ease, the openness of inhalation. Hold your breath for the same amount of counts as you were inhaling. And as you exhale, and give yourself a permission to relax completely, even if that will demand you to lay on your back, it's okay. Just exhale till the fullest. And after this common exhalation, please hold your breath. Make the swallowing motion. Bring the chin closer. Acknowledge it was the real full exhale. And now try to lift your ribs up, performing the full diaphragmal reset. Right and left side, both ribs coming up. Hold here. Stay here in this pause as long as feels good. After that, relax your pelvic floor, your belly, open the throat, allow the air to return back in. If you notice, count how long your inhalation till it feels pleasant lasts, then hold the breath again. We're going to repeat this twice more, so if you didn't catch up with this round, it's okay. Keep exploring, hold the breath, let yourself oxygenate, let yourself extend, decompress, let your system upload the state of infinite extension, no borders right now, nothing stops you, just pleasant openness everywhere. And after this pause, allow yourself to exhale again. Again, adjust the length of this exhalation to yourself. Just count internally just to notice what's your rhythm currently. How much longer is the exhalation? And as you exhale at fullest, again, at fullest means that your bottom ribs are as close to the spine as possible. Then make the swallowing motion with your chin. Compress the throat, kind of block it so air doesn't return. And then focus on making the bottom ribs elevate. As you feel this internal stretch that extends all over your body, not only in your solar plexus area, gently allow your ribs to go down, open your throat, allow the air to return very calmly. We're not forcing anything. If you feel like you're inhaling like very like panic like, it means you probably should hold shorter pause. So our goal is to remain very calm, not to feel that the challenge pushed you out of your comfort zone. And as you inhale now, hold your breath again, just till it feels good. If you'll start sensing the panic is coming closer, second before, move to the next phase. As you enjoy this oxygenation, this feeling of your ribs being elevated, the full space, the full like healthy pressure within you, extending you for 360. And then as you feel it's the right moment, again, open the throat, allow the air to come out with no force, and just have the patience, have that permission to allow your body to kind of deflate this air till it will feel right and good, when there will be no air anymore in your rib cage, when the bottom ribs will come as close to your spine. Hold the final pause. Now make that swallowing motion, or if you still kind of struggle figuring that position out, it's also okay to just compress your nostrils. So make sure air is not coming in, and full focus on making your bottom ribs move up. At the same time, you're experiencing the feeling of stretch in the deep tissue. It's your diaphragm pulling on other deep tissue that is connected to your pelvis, to your skull. So you may feel very surprising like reflections all over your body when you do this. Of course, your belly sucked in as a vacuum as a result of the rib movement. So stay here till it feels good, till it feels healthy and nice, and then relax. Let the bottom ribs go down. Open your throat, open your nose, allow the air to come in. And now the final pause after the inhalation. Just hang here, make this healthy pressure from within. Melt any unnecessary tension or compression in your body. Just allow yourself to be this infinite extension for 360. Remove all the unpleasant compression in your body right now. Let it melt. And then with the common exhalation, as you open your throat, perhaps with a sigh, like decompressing completely. Letting all that firm shells that we wear sometimes, those shields that we wear sometimes in our tissue, just literally melt and leave your body. Now, take a couple nice soft breaths. Breathing gently, tuning in deeper and deeper, feeling how this machine of your body works, how it moves, how there's so much movement underneath all the layers of muscles in your scalp, in the deep tissue, in the deep fascia. So let's do one more breath. So try not to limit yourself. Now focus on being so intuitive, literally recognizing every craving of your body. So if you feel like you want to stretch right now or perform some intuitive movement, that's great. Follow your intuition. And next, as we focus on the middle of the spine in our solar plexus, we're going to begin gentle rotations. And we're going to let the body be so responsive that the head and the pelvis, the sitting bones, going to be moving in response to those circular motions. So we're going to do 2 more rotations very slowly with the inhalation, driving our ribcage forwards, with the exhalation, driving it backwards. Doing nothing but observing. How does the head respond? How we feel the sitting bones moving on the floor surface according to what the solar plexus area is doing. And now we're going to switch the direction. So with the coming inhalation, driving the chest forwards, with the common exhalation, driving it backwards. And if we feel intuitively that we want to lift our arms up, that's okay. We're going to create the simple grip. And as we continue making those solar plexus rotations, turn the palm centers upwards. And now let the palm centers kind of be the extension of your crown. So where your crown goes, your palm goes. Soften your shoulders, keep focusing on your breathing. So 2 more circular motions. Inhaling, driving the chest up, let your arms and head be responsive. So it's okay that the head and your arms are moving behind. Kind of gaze up with the exhalation, split your palms and kind of shake them a couple times. Now we're gonna switch to the tabletop position and pretty much doing the same. Right now, imagine that you're wiping the same in the minute that we're remaining intuitive. So imagine you're wiping the ceiling with your back. Let's do a couple more rotations. As we inhale, drive the chest forwards. As you exhale, drive it backwards. Feel how your wrists are responding, how your knees are responding, shoulders, elbows, hips, your neck, your head. Let's switch the direction. So as you feel you need some adjustment, maybe you want to kind of dip your head or chest lower, or maybe you want to kind of make the circular motion wider, broader. Follow your instincts. Maybe you want to actually gaze up or turn your head right and left. That's an okay option too. Now we're going to tuck the toes, and with the common inhalation, we're lifting the knees up. With the exhale, we're driving the sitting bones to the back, searching for the pleasant support of your heels, leg by leg. Driving the sitting bones all the way to the back, playing with the knees, bending and straightening them. As you do that, notice how your shoulders are reacting. So claw your fingertips into the floor. Rotate your shoulders externally. Let your head dip down. Let the neck be long, hanging. Also look to the right, look to the left. With the coming inhale, we're going to shift to the plank. Now with the exhalation, it's okay to kneel if you want. Bending the elbows slowly. Put yourself on the floor. Now cobra or upper facing dog, depends how you feel. Make sure you secure your pelvic position with the contracted glutes. Inhaling, gazing up. With the exhalation, driving the chin towards you. Return into the down facing dog, and we're just going to do this twice more. As we inhale, lift your heels up. As we exhale, shift to the plank, bend the elbows. Chaturanga, inhale, upper facing dog or cobra. what pleases you best. Tighten the kneecaps, toned glutes. Exhale and return to your down facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, plank, lengthen through your spine, bend the elbows, get on the ground. Inhale in cobra or upper facing dog. Beautiful. Now with the exhalation, we're gonna connect the toes, cross the shins. If that works for you, let's sit through. Let's stretch both of our legs. Keeping the knees soft and pleasant as we feel pressure on the sitting bones and heels. With the coming inhalation, we're rotating our arms, gazing up, reaching up. With the exhalation, lengthening and folding forwards till your belly pleasantly lands on your quads. Push the heels as far forwards as feels good. Relax through the spinal length. Let your head deep down. Spend here 3 breaths. If you want to bring your practice on some different level, if that resonates with you, you can apply the rhythm. So inhale, let's say for 5 counts, hold the pause for 5, then exhale longer. If you want to play even kind of deeper with yourself, then after the exhalation, you can hold the pause and perform the diaphragmal reset. If none of that resonates with you, or you want to take it easy today, that's also, of course, fine. So just know that you have those options. So let's spend here 1 more breath altogether. If you count your inhalation, then make the pause after inhale for the same amount of counts. Allow your body to exhale twice longer, or at least for 2 more counts. Stop here, or hold the pause after exhalation and perform your diaphragmal reset, meaning lift the bottom ribs, let the diaphragm stretch. Notice how the body responds to that. Anywhere else, do you feel any pulling, any stretching, any decompression? And with the common inhalation, we're gazing up, softly elevating up. This time we're bringing our right knee towards us, and right heel, right foot, making sure that we remove the calf, that we rotate the thigh. Pretty much the same for the left leg. So we are staying here, leaning on both sitting bones. With the common inhalation, we are reaching up, lengthening through the spine. With the exhale, reaching forwards, but let's say 75% of effort, so we don't stress the spine. We're just keeping it neutral and aligned, making sure right and left side of the body are even. It's also okay to grab the foot, the external edge, to support it and drive it a little outside, making sure that this is called pronation of the foot, so the big toe moves enough forwards. It's not like the foot is completely crunched like that. So here we spend another 3 breaths. Let's exhale. And if you're into this way of practicing, inhale for 5 counts, or as soon as you feel the pleasant satisfaction of inhalation, hold the pause for the same 5 or same amount as took you to inhale. Exhale twice longer. Why it is so important? Because this is what's switching us into our parasympathetic mode. It literally reduces all the stress from our system. Stop here or perform the diaphragmal reset. Block in your throat. Focus on elevating your ribs. Notice how your belly is hiding in through this created vacuum. And as you have enough, relax. Inhale. Try to be repetitive. So after this pause, inhale. Hold your breath for the same amount of counts. Exhale twice longer, or at least as long as goes, as feels good. Again, stop here and keep repeating those cycles, or perform the diaphragmal reset. Let's do 1 more breath. As you breathe, keep focusing on your spine and the whole body remain in neutral. So nothing compresses it more, nothing stresses it more. It all should feel even and pleasant, the 360, even extension, every direction. When you hold your pauses, they should feel also very natural, just like you are having a moment to observe what's happening with you. If anything becomes stressing you, remember, relax into that or exit. Finish the breath hold because you're the master, you're in the control. Notice that you can, that you're allowed to eliminate any suffering, any discomfort. And with the common exhalation, let's completely decompress, relax into this shape. Now with the common inhale, we're gonna elevate, gazing up, pressing up against the floor. And we're gonna switch the legs. So this time, the right leg extends, the left bends. Make sure that the calf goes through external rotation, the thigh, both sitting bones are bringing even pressure. And as we are ready with the common inhale, gazing up, reaching up. This movement also should be very comfortable. Decompressing your spine in this lengthening, keeping it neutral versus trying too hard and feeling that compression again. Compression that signalizes the effort. And as we exhale and as we land into the symmetrical between right and left side position, focus on your breathing. Just if that's what you like, you can simply focus on counting the inhalation. If you don't like the pause, it's okay to be exhaling. Just exhale twice longer or a bit longer. That will already deliver you this restorative result. It will switch you into parasympathetic system as well, mode as well. If you like applying the pauses because they bring that interesting explorative aspect, they allow us to explore those reactions of our body. Notice also the mind reactions. So there's so many levels to observe. It's like there's somebody judgmental within us who will be telling us about, oh, this is scary, or this is this or that. And there will be another level of body reaction. Body kind of tells you the truth because it only simply can talk to you through sensation in the body. So keep noticing anything that appears and keep allow it to relax and decompress. Search for that neutrality, that lack of the effort in each appearing situation that you go through. Let's spend here one more breath cycle. And please remember that all the techniques that we're using, they're here only to bring a suggestion, like certain script to some adventure. Doesn't mean that we must perform it exactly that way. They just invite us to the space of exploration. So even if you choose to do the diaphragmal reset here, it only to create certain conditions in which we can explore the body more. Okay, just technique by itself means nothing when it's not applied to the particular body. And the application and all the observation and the impression that you make during the process, that's what really matters. That's where the most important insights live. Now with the common inhalation, I'm going to raise up. I'm going to kind of walk our palms closer towards us. With the exhale, we're crossing the shins, shifting forwards through the knees, returning to the table pose, tucking the toes. As soon as we're ready with the inhale, we're bringing the knees up, and with the exhale, we're driving the body weight to the back, sitting bones, the heels, trying to stand confidently on full surfaces of our palms and feet, clawing the fingers in, decompressing the neck. Now inhale and lifting the heels. With the exhale, shift into the plank and immediately through chaturanga down on the ground. Inhaling upward facing dog, pleasantly decompressing, so make your glutes really toned to protect the low back. With the exhale, return to the down facing dog and inhaling Heels up, shift to the plank. Exhale, chaturanga, down on the floor. Inhaling upper facing dog or cobra with the exhalation. Return to the down facing dog, and final inhale, heels up, shift forwards. Exhale, bend the elbows, chaturanga. Inhaling upper facing dog, and with the exhalation, let's return to the down facing. Let's put our feet together this time. Let's check that the balance, like we like the balance of this position. Everything feels pleasant and good. The shoulders have enough external rotation. Scapulars are flat. Head just simply hangs. There is no pressure on the neck. So as we're ready with the coming inhale, let's stretch the right leg up, making sure that the hips remain really square. Now with the exhale, we're gonna bend the right knee, bring it connected with the left knee, and inhaling, we're gonna rotate the thigh externally. So we make sure we open the right hip. It's almost like the tree pose. So you'd be able to put the foot on the inner edge of the left leg, but we're not gonna stop here. So this was inhale. Exhaling, we're straightening the leg, driving it high up, pushing against left foot on both palms. Okay, now inhale. Connect the knees, make another thigh rotation, drive the knee as high as possibly you can. Exhale, straighten the leg, connect the knees, and the final round as you inhale, rotate your thigh externally, hips and shoulders remain square, and this time lay your right heel on the top of the left knee, please. And through here, with the coming inhalation, we're switching into the plank. Now with the exhale, we're gonna jump forwards as we shift. So let me say this: if you don't like all this jumping and standing on one leg here, because later we're gonna be sitting down, if you find this not your jam, then you can simply turn on the left hip and find yourself in such a sitting position. If you are in the standing position here, perfect. Let's kind of wiggle the hips enough. Let's acknowledge that we landed our body pressure nicely, body weight nicely on the left foot. So the more you drive your sitting bones to the back with inhalation, the more you compensate this position with driving your head and palms forwards. At some point with the inhale, connect your palms and then just try to squat. As you squat, as your butt getting heavier, compensate it with your arms till you perhaps sit down doing this, or as I mentioned, any other option of sitting down be great. So through here, we've been in a similar position. That was a half lotus though. So here we remain, making sure that the hip and the calf have enough external rotation. It's also fine to bend the left knee if you need. Make sure you're sitting evenly on both sides. And as soon as you're ready with the inhale, let's drive the hands through external rotation, gaze up. With the exhale, soft forward fold. Again, let's say it's 85% of your effort of lengthening, so your spine remains neutral and decompressed, and you either are able to press your belly into the space between your thighs, or maybe you're somewhere higher. It's also okay to lean on your elbows. Let's breathe this shape through. Let's give our body this allowance. Let's allow it to decompress. And first, the first idea we come up with would be count as long your inhalation lasts. Then you're free to exhale twice longer, or maybe a bit longer. Or if you choose to hold the pause first, that's another great idea. Whatever resonates best with you. And then as you exhale, you'll notice that your body gives up into this position more willingly. So it feels like really relaxing. Just keep noticing the balance within it between the right and left side. Keep unplugging all the tension that perhaps irritates you or causes any pain or ache in your body. So just get noticing and do this little adjustment. Sometimes it works, just kind of wiggle the foot, shake it, or decompress the toes, and you find immediate relief in the position. If you're up to this, you can also apply the diaphragmal reset. So just to repeat, as you inhale, Adjust the length, the rhythm to yourself. So just notice how long did your inhalation last. Hold the pause for the same amount of counts. Exhale twice longer, and after the exhalation, hold your breath. Focus on elevating the bottom ribs. If you chose to do that option, notice how the pattern of feeling within you changes as you apply the diaphragmal reset. What are the new sensations that appear, kind of lightening on your dashboard, in your inner perception? That also helps us a lot to discover our anatomy. Just feel it versus learn it. You'll notice immediately how your solar plexus is connected to your sacrum, or maybe it will lead you more into your chest or head. However, or whatever option you chose, just know that it's exactly right for you for right now. Just with a complete acceptance and self-love. That's what I personally need right now. That's what's good and healthy for me. And as you keep discovering who that me exactly is, because that's what all those experiences with breathing pauses do to us, as soon as you be ready with the calming inhalation, let's walk our hands closer towards us. With the exhale, let's turn on the edge of the left hip. And here if at a certain point you'll feel you want to lean on the elbow, that's a great option. Initially, try to remain with the neutral rib cage position, meaning without any twists. Everything rib cage, the pelvis. So let's check that the butt also doesn't fall to the back. So we lean enough forwards, everything. Like imagine you pressed yourself to the wall behind. Make sure that the right foot also is having comfortable support, so we're not falling anywhere, because with the calming exhale, we're going to be lifting the left leg. Yes, you're hearing right. We're lifting it as a long, tight unit, so make sure the kneecap is tighten up. With the inhale, we're going to be doing just gentle touches, and as we exhale, just lift it as high as you find possible. We're going to do 10 reps. So inhale, kind of delicate touch, exhale, lift, inhale, touch, exhale, lift. Keep going. You may feel some interesting like reflections of feelings in your pelvis, in your glutes. We're stimulating right now the muscle that is stabilizing our femur bone, the hip, the long hip bone towards our hip joint. So this is a great solution against sciatic pains and all the aches that sometimes appear in our low backs through stabilization. Yeah, because the decompression and the stretching part already been performed. Right now we are working on stabilizing the joint. Okay, let's do 2 more. And with the calming exhale, as you elevated your foot, just keep it high. Again, if you feel like you're not seeing the opportunity here, it's okay to lean on the elbow. You can stay on the arm. Next, what you do, and just trying to rotate the foot inwards and externally. Do 3, 5 reps, up to 7 reps. And let's make sure as we move the foot here, we're not bouncing back. Okay, so try your best. I know it doesn't feel easy, especially with external rotation. Try to do your best to remain stable. So like a wiper shield. Let's say your foot is flexed. Okay, keep wiping, keep wiping. So as much as you can, kind of drive your toes down while your foot is flexed. Drive it up. Okay, let's say this was 5 already. Let's go till 7. If you're in the mood to go till 10, awesome. Okay, next, slowly turn to your left, lay on the ground. First, we're gonna just relax, pointing the toes inwards, letting the heels open up, laying the forehead on the top of the palms. If that resonates better with you, lean on right or left cheek, and allow yourself to catch about 3 breaths. notice if anything has changed, like to share my perception, my feedback with you. I feel like immediate difference in the right side of my sacrum where it's attached, like the right side of the sacrum where it's attaching to the pelvis. So all that area kind of became tighter, more stable, comparing to the left that I acknowledge as kind of not existent yet, very relaxed. I also feel some tightness, like some firmness in the right side of my belly. So maybe you feel something similar, maybe something different. Keep exploring. Keep connecting with yourself through breathing. Notice your inhalation and how your ribs are moving. In application to that extension, some sensation may actually brighten up, and as you exhale, allow yourself to relax even more. Also, that relaxation happens and helps to connect deeper with what exactly your body feels like right now. And as soon as you feel ready with the coming inhale, kind of gently rise up. Tighten your glutes with the exhalation. Make sure your feet are evenly pressed into the ground. So big toes, small toes, all even. Now we're gonna lay the palms and gently lift the rib cage. Inhale and leave your pubic bone and hips hooked in the floor. Just drive the bottom ribs forwards till you lay them away from the pelvis and further to feel that nice decompression in the low back. Keep your glutes toned. Now we're going to lift the palms and lower the head. And for the next 5 breaths, as you inhale, slowly glide your palms forwards. With the exhale, return them back as your elbows are at your torso. Straighten the elbows, try to reach kind of reach the hips or imagine the knees with the fingertips. And again, inhale. So we're just here for 5 breaths, only 4 left. Try to reach as much forwards as possible. And as you exhale, bring the elbows closer to the torso and kind of draw those half or quarter circles with your palms till you reach your thighs. Inhale, reach forwards. Exhale, palms towards the head, elbows towards the torso. Then straighten the arms now, like swimming. Now, really broad movement, straight arms through your head upwards. Now, this time, bend the elbows, move them towards the torso, lengthen the arms towards your legs. Inhale, 2 final moves. Exhale, and again, inhale. Now bend the elbows, exhale, and remaining here as you are with the common inhalation, begin flexing both of your knees. Now stretch your arms, keeping all the fingers tight together, including your thumb. Reach to your feet, reach to your calves. It's okay to lay the forehead on the ground. Make sure your glutes are working out enough right now, so keep your hips extended. Nothing, in between the floor and hips. Really push them tight into the floor. With the coming inhale, lift your knees up. And with the exhalation, begin to drive your shins away behind your head till you feel even pressure spread between your hips and the bottom ribs. So if you feel you're leaning too much on the chest or too much on the hips, which is less likely, but maybe happens, so make sure you're driving your body weight to keep that square of pressure even. I'm going to stay here for 3 breaths only. As you inhale and your ribs are moving up, it's okay to drive your feet higher upwards. As you exhale, try to relax your shoulders, soften your neck and head. Drive all that effort into your pelvic floor, into your core, into your glutes, into your abs. Press the hips even tighter in and let your ribs also give that support as you breathe in. If you want it on a different level, then it's okay to apply your breath rhythm here. So let's say 5 inhale, 5 breath hold. As you exhale twice longer, settle in this position. Keep your feet high, keep the pressure on the floor even. If you want to apply the diaphragmal reset after exhalation, which should be like, what? How? But if you do that, you will notice such an interesting pattern, like the change of perception, how you feel the shape your body in right now, how the muscles are working. So try that, or just keep doing what you're doing. And with the coming inhale, we're gonna lay The knees back on the floor. Just hold the right shin in your right palm, lean on the left elbow, and lay the right palm on the top of your right foot this time. Okay, and if you're welcome to keep going like this. So you'll be bending the elbow and bringing the heel closer, or start with that. If that's okay, later you can turn the fingertips outwards, like to the right, and then kind of under your armpit. This also soothes your shoulder, lets you bring less effort, works with the shoulder joint as well. So either this or that. Like this is definitely making your shoulder appear in your attention here too. So we're here all together for 5 breaths. If you feel like applying the breathing rhythm, please go ahead. Otherwise, just do you remain neutral. Just if you notice, you'll probably naturally will start breathing longer, like your exhalation will last way longer than your inhale. So relax, decompress, let your body receive the even effort. Let the evenness be your major right now. And only if that happens, then it makes sense to start counting. Let's say 5 counts inhale, then 5 counts pause. And then twice longer exhale for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you like, hold the breath and do the diaphragmal reset. And with the coming inhale, we're going to release this position. We're going to place the palms underneath the shoulders. As soon as we're ready, it's okay to remain kneeled. Inhale and press up. With the exhalation, return to the down facing dog. If any new sensation appeared in your body, follow your intuition. Maybe you'd like to kind of massage it through with some, maybe sometimes even very awkward, but interesting movements. So my suggestion would be kind of play like you're wiping the ceiling with your back, a couple times one direction. This time engage your knees as well. Other direction. Okay, and this time let's put our feet together, and as soon as we're ready, with the coming inhale, stretch your left leg up. With the exhale, connect the knees. The left knee is bent. As you inhale, rotate your left thigh externally. We're trying to keep the pelvis square. Exhale, connect the knees. Inhale, the left thigh externally. You can stretch the leg if you like. With the exhale, connect the knees. Last time, inhale, rotate your thigh external, and this time lay your left heel above the right knee. Couple soft jumps, bend the right knee and closer towards your palm as you drive your sitting bones to the back. Again, complete intuitive and rotative search for the balance here. Steady right foot, relaxed toes as you drive your sitting bones to the back, lengthening through your head and palms. Breathe in. Let's see if we can squat through here. If you need any supports, it's okay. If you need to kind of kneel and do it somehow else, that works. So let's just see, where are we at the moment? All right, let's straighten the right leg. Let's fix the position to feel even. And as soon as we're ready with the inhalation, lengthening up. With the exhalation, folding forwards. Nothing feels too much. It's like 85% max of the effort, mostly very neutral, very decompressive. If you want, just breathe naturally. If you feel like it, count your inhale, relax into your exhale. You will very easily figure that your exhalation is at least twice longer with no effort. If you want, you can also apply the breathing pauses. So let's say inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 10. Decompress completely and relax. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and inhale again if you want. Keep going with this pattern, or after that complete exhalation, hold your breath and do the diaphragmal reset. If you're applying the pauses, you'll probably notice how sometimes the body just simply struggles against the shape that we invite it to. And somehow with the breathing pauses, it becomes so much obvious. So if you're doing that, just allow yourself to make those very little soft adjustments. If you find some strings, some cords, tighten up in your body. Notice that it's nothing but lack of noticing is preventing us from relaxing those cords. And it's great that those breathing pauses that then actually can kind of make those tensions so naked to us, so obvious. So let's do one more breathing cycle. And if you're just simply breathing in your own natural rhythm, that's also great. Just kind of create that pleasant mantra for yourself that it's okay to do whatever I'm doing right now, because that is me. That's what works best for me, because I love myself, I respect myself, and I know the best what is good to me, with that complete appreciation and respect. As the next inhalation comes, we're going to walk our hands closer, and we're going to sit up, and this time turn on the edge of the right hip. Again, leaning on the straight arm. Of course, elbow is adjusted to give us comfortable support. It's okay to dip in into shoulder a little bit. It's also okay to lean on the elbow if you feel more mobility for the leg here. And for next 10 reps with the exhalations, we're going to just lift the leg up. And of course, no need to say that the higher torso is, kind of shorter the movement is going to be. If you are lower, it will feel like, can actually lift that foot up. So let's make sure we're flexing the foot. So point the toes up, and let's, of course, not to forget we're in the same surface. Okay, if any stucking out butt happens, fix it. Okay, all right, so let's do 3 more. And don't be surprised if, let's say, with the previous leg, you felt completely different muscles working, because this biomechanical movements, they are challenging the body to turn on the muscles that sometimes maybe are not working, or fill the muscles that actually are overdoing it sometimes for us. Now, with the coming exhale, lift the foot and now just turn. So it's like wiping, shield wipers motion, just rotating the foot and making sure you're not falling out of your surface. So you are pressed, your back is pressed to the wall. So as you wipe that foot, as you move the foot, don't let your body move anywhere. Okay, let's do 2 more. Let's do the last third one, and softly exit the position, lay on your belly. Let's lay the forehead on the top of the hands, or just stretch the arms and lay on the cheek you prefer. Notice how your body received that part. It's very surprising sometimes that you can feel that completely different muscles kind of were performing the same exercise when it comes to right and left side. Also can be that it be pretty even, so it's your experience. Just register what's happening to you right now. And with each next exhale, just decompress more and more. Let's do 1 breath cycle where we inhale and count how long we breathe. Let's see if we can hold the pause for the same amount of counts. Let's say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's exhale for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your choice if you want to hold your breath now and lift the ribs to do the diaphragmal reset, or just continue breathing. If you are in a diaphragmal reset, notice where kind of the energy floats. Does the feeling kind of direct you to your head? Do you feel literally rib by rib? The reaction in your body, where exactly some soreness appears, or where the feeling of more freedom, decompression appears. And as you exit that state, as you breathe in next time, just notice that novelty. Perhaps you want to hold your breath one more time again after the inhalation to just let all that impression install in your system. Maybe just you want to breathe naturally. Any option is great. And as you're ready, as you lay the center of your left palm on the top of your left foot, lean in on the right elbow, begin bringing your left foot towards the left glute. You're welcome to keep going like this. So when you'll be bending the elbow and bringing the heel closer, or start with that. If that's okay later, you can turn the fingertips outwards, like to your left, kind of under your armpit. This also soothes your shoulder, lets you bring less effort, works with the shoulder joint as well. So either this or that, like this is definitely making your shoulder appear in your attention here too. So we're here all together for 5 breaths. If you feel like applying the breathing rhythm, please go ahead. Otherwise, just do you remain neutral. Just if you notice, you'll probably naturally will start breathing longer, like your exhalation will last way longer than your inhale. So relax, decompress, let your body receive the even effort. Let the evenness be your major right now. And only if that happens, then it makes sense to start counting. Let's say 5 counts inhale, then 5 counts pause. And then twice longer exhale for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you like, hold the breath and do the diaphragmal reset. Let's gaze forwards. Let's gently turn over. Let's bend the knees. And as you make sure that your spinal cord is so neutral, so evenly pressed to the floor, especially if you've been applying all those diaphragmal resets, you might notice that your spine feels more even, more like evenly pressed right now, less sore. So let's stretch our arms evenly to the right and left side. It's yogi's choice. You can go wider, closer to the head, or wider or lower. What I care about is so you find your own stability. So you feel like you're leaning on the back of the palm, the wrist, the elbow, the scapula. So nothing of that is going to be gone as you're going to be lifting your legs. So with the coming inhalation, with everything being said, let's lift the legs up. With the exhale, let's try to tighten the kneecaps. Let's pull the toes completely down. Let's make sure that our feet are even. So there is no like pronation or supination. The external, internal edge are completely, nicely, evenly stretched. So gazing straight with this feeling of neutrality in your spinal cord. The final pump is going to be, as we begin to breathe, as we inhale, we're going to stretch right or left leg, doesn't matter. We're just going to be waving the legs so straight, making sure that nothing in the spinal pressure and arm pressure changes. Okay, if you feel this wide movement is too much for you, you can do either shorter moves with the straight legs, or you can bend the knees, which is fine. Just make sure that the pleasant, even pressure, even is the key word. So if you'll be like feeling that I only press in the low back and your head goes up, this won't work. So we're going to do this all together for 10 seconds. Let's say 5, 4, because I believe you've been waving your legs all this time. 3, 2, 1. Now let's stop with the vertical legs. With the inhalation, gaze at your right palm. With the exhale, bring your thighs as closer to your belly as possible, and then drag your both feet that remain in the same surface close it to your left palm. As you drive the legs into this sharper angle, make sure that the right scapula, right palm, wrist, nails remain the same as you press them in the beginning. Just breathe here with me. Altogether about 3 breaths. One more inhale. Exhale. With the inhalation, turn your leg back to the vertical. Inhale next time, turn your head to the left palm to see the left palm. Exhale, bring your straight legs closer. If you need, you can bend the knees slightly, but make sure your feet are remaining in the same surface, so not a foot pops anywhere. Very good. Altogether, we remain here 3 breaths. Left scapula, please, on the ground. And please, no overwhelming. It doesn't mean that right or left side should sink in the floor deeper. It's literally got to be just as you began here, okay? So with the common inhalation, let's lift the legs up. With the exhale, drive your arms above the head. Prepare for halasana. As you're ready, swing your legs. With the exhalation, lift into halasana shape and choose the initial entrance here, just the one that's going to make you happy. So let's remember active legs, the ones who are going to arrange this for you. So squeeze your inner legs, inner thighs, inner calves together. Play with the balance, driving your sacrum versus center of your feet. Find that pleasant, neutral, relaxed cord on any level, spinal cord. And only there, if you feel like you can invite your feet to the ground or maybe stand them into your palms. Perfect. Either stick to your natural breathing, just perhaps notice, just internally count as long as you inhale last. How long does your exhale last? Maybe naturally it will be go into the direction of exhalation twice or somewhat longer than inhale. The next level, you begin inhaling for a certain amount of counts, let's say 5, you begin to exhale for twice longer. Next level, you inhale for, let's say 5, you hold the breath for 5, you exhale for 10 or longer. Next level, you inhale for 5, you hold the breath for 5, you exhale for 10. After exhalation, you perform your diaphragmal reset. So I'm giving you 3 more breath cycles just to figure out which option is you today. Just keep enjoying your halasana that you know so well through and out already. If you breathe with the, like I'm gonna lead with my voice the 4th option right now. So I suggest if you're synchronized with me, let's exhale all together. Let's inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's hold the breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's exhale for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath, focusing on lifting the bottom ribs, acknowledging all the changes that your body is showing you, adjusting to them through relaxing into any discomfort, letting all the adjustment happen to bring you to your happy body version. After this breath hold, relax, breathing in for 5 counts or whatever it is, doesn't matter. Hold your breath for about 5 to 10 counts. What feels good, just basically till you feel satisfied, and then exhale for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you want, do another diaphragmal reset. And as you breathe in slowly, unroll your spine. If that's an option, lay your legs, keeping them straight or anyhow else. And this time, just transfer into your most relaxing Shavasana position. Allowing your body to naturally decompress so carelessly, like completely weightless, floating. Continue acknowledging the feeling of space in the body. Continue noticing if anything changed. If anything disturbs you in your body right now, just allow your presence, gentle attention. Just keeping your attention very gently in that area. Not trying to fix anything, just acknowledging what's happening there right now. Just kind of seeing it. You can even internally pronounce, I see you. Like, I see this pain, I see you. As that sensation gets that acknowledgement, that acceptance, it might actually miraculously kind of melt or evaporate. If it's something that kind of sticky, it's something maybe that is not going away so easily. Again, with no enforcement, just very gently sending attention, which just means being present, not running away from that feeling. So if anywhere else in your body you keep having any discomfort, just right now be present in that area. Sometimes as we become present in certain sensation, our mind immediately explains it in some kind of answer. Like, you might actually all of a sudden understand that all that feeling is because I this, and this. Like, because I feel or I experience or I carry this impression or emotion, or because this or that happened to me. But if still you're not in that state of communication, that's also okay. Just keep practicing being present. Because a lot of the times we just run away from discomforts in our body and we learn to live in that numb, frozen body. So really the first step always is just to bring the gentle love and attention into that area. Letting that feeling be, not trying to get rid of it. Giving it some time, giving it some attention. Accepting it, acknowledging it. So without even going into a deeper exploration, it's just okay to internally pronounce, I see you. It's okay that you're there. Something like, you have right to be there. I see you. I understand you. I'm giving you space. It's okay. I accept you. And as soon as we do that, sometimes another sensation brightens in this dashboard of our body. You can continue exploring kind of puzzle by puzzle, giving your body that type of communication, that soft, gentle presence. If you'd like to shift to the intention making, then focusing on the area of the rib cage right now, just acknowledging the space, the quality, the rhythm that breath brings into the rib cage. As soon as we appear in the rib cage, big chance that we Start receiving those kind of loving waves, that warmth, that feeling of very warm, very pleasant space in the body. Very resourceful. So when it comes to intention making, kind of from this center in our body, we're able to send those intentions literally through the magnetic field that our heart is radiating, formulating as a feeling that we expect to receive in the future or from the future. So for the next 3 breaths, my suggestion would be just take a gentle inhale into the nose. And as you exhale, perhaps even visualizing some light coming from the rib cage, a ray of light going somewhere where future is, sending that message. With the exhalation, sending the particular state out into the world that you want to resonate with you or connect to you in the future or in the present. And the only magic here is that we're deliberately using our focus towards what we desire to expect versus literally every second losing our focus into the problems and things that are distracting us. So one more time, just the last out of 3. Let's take a gentle inhale into the nose. And as we exhale, sensing the heart center, sensing that warmth, acknowledging that presence, that warm, gentle presence, the physical sensation in the rib cage. As you exhale, just send that feeling, that overwhelmingly love and warm feeling all over into your field around you. Let the electromagnetic field of your heart, that is 100 times, if not 1,000 times stronger than your brain electromagnetic field, literally put those seeds of the states that you want to experience in your life. And with that being said, as soon as you feel ready, gently turn on the right side and just remain connected all the way through tonight, through the night. Enjoy your rest. Enjoy all that experience, that observation that you've created. It will probably change something in your future perception. So I thank you so much for today. This was great. This was beautiful. Your presence truly mattered because without you, none of this would happen. Thank you so much. Namaste. Sending you much love. Enjoy, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.